Hi, welcome back to Java tutorial. In this video, I will discuss how to write a Java program to find the sum, product and average of elements of a single dimensional array. So here we need to create an array, add some element into that particular array, and later we need to find the sum, product and average of those particular array elements in this case. So first what we do is we will add the main methods to this particular main class, that is public static void main string args square brackets. Now within this particular main program or a main method, what we need to do is we need to declare some variables. The first variable I will declare is the array, that is I will name it as a. I want to calculate the sum of array elements, so I will take one variable, let us say that sum. I will initialize it to 0. I want to calculate the product, so I will select a variable or create a variable called as product, and then I will set it to 1. Why I have set it to 0 is, if I add any element to 0, the sum is the element only, that is the first iteration. In the first iteration of calculating product, if I multiply any element with 1, it will remains with the same element. So I cannot take 0 here and I cannot take 1 here. So whenever you want to calculate the sum of any array or a series, initially we need to set sum is equal to 0, and if you want to calculate the product, we need to set it to 1 in that case. Now we need one more variable, that is avg. Along with that, I need one more variable that is called as num here, that is the number of array elements in that case. Now what I do is I will create one scanner class. Let us say that object of a scanner class, you can say, that is scanner in is equivalent to I can say new scanner of system dot in. Now we will get an error here because we have not included the util library. So click on this import java.util. You can explicitly also you can add it, but if you include with the help of this particular error message also, it's fine. That is import java.util.scanner. If you write star here, everything from this util will be included in this case. Now what I do is I will give one very simple message to the user, that is system.out.println. The message is enter the number of array elements. So we want to know how many array elements are there. So that is what we will ask user to enter. Whenever he enters something, it has to be stored somewhere and it has to be read actually. So for that reason I will do one thing, num is equivalent to, you can say that in dot next int. So with the help of this particular statement we will read an integer number and it will be stored into num here. Now we know how many number of elements are there. Now user has to enter the array elements here. For that reason we will give one more message, that is system.out.println. Here we will ask enter the array elements. Now user will be asked to enter the array elements. He will go on entering the array elements. So how many number of array elements he has to enter? That is num number of time. For that reason I will take one loop here, that is int I is equal to 0. You can say that I is less than num I plus plus here. Within this particular loop, what we need to do is we will ask user to enter the first element, enter the second element, enter the third element, and so on. So that's the reason again I will take one more message, that is system.out.println. I will ask enter the, you can say that I will add here, and then I will add I plus 1. If I just write I, it will become 0. Rather than writing 0 here, what I do is I plus 1, that is enter the first element, enter the second element, and so on. Here I will write element and then colon here. So what is the output of this particular statement is, if in the first iteration it will be enter the first element, enter the second element, enter the third element, and so on. Now he has to enter that particular element and it has to be stored into array here. That is a is equivalent to the, not a of I is equivalent to, you can say that in dot next int. So that value will be stored into this particular a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, and so on. But we are getting an error message here. The local variable may not have been initialized. The thing is, we have created an array, but we have not assigned memory to this particular thing. Because whenever you create array, we need to assign some memory location to each and every element of that particular array. Because initially we don't know the number of array elements, we have not set that particular memory. Here we have already read how many number of array elements are there. So after this particular statement, I will write one very simple statement, that is a is equivalent to new int of, you can say that num. What this particular statement will do is, not this one, I need to use square brackets here. Now what this particular statement will do is, it will instantiate this particular a, that is nothing but it will assign some memory location to this particular a here. Now if we have entered 5 here, 5 integer locations will be assigned. That is integer size is 4 bytes, 5 into 4 is equal to 20 bytes will be assigned to a here. Similarly, if you enter 10 here, 10 into 4, that is 40 bytes will be assigned to a here. Now we don't get any error here. The meaning is, whatever the elements we want to store into a of ith position, I can do that thing. So this particular loop will execute for any number of times. We will get the array elements. Now what we need to do is, we need to find the sum, product, and average. That is what actually we need to do. So I will take one loop again. I will start int I is equal to 0 again. I is you can say that less than num, and then I plus plus. So what we do here is, we will get one element at a time, and then we will try to get the sum of that array element as well as the product over here. So first what we do here is, sum is equivalent to sum plus a of I. So what happens in the first iteration is, a of I will be the first element that will be added to the sum. The current sum is equal to 0, 0 first element. The sum will become the first element. In the second iteration, the sum is first element already, the first element plus the second element, and so on, we will get the sum here. Similarly, what we do is, product is equal to product plus a of I here. Now this particular statement will do is, it will take the every element and then it will go on multiplying it. Actually we need to write star here. It will go on multiplying it to the previous product here. So if I do this particular thing, I will get sum and product here. Once I get this particular sum and product, we need to display them. Before that, I need to calculate the average also. So I will calculate average is equivalent to sum divided by num, that is the total number of elements here. Now finally we will print the result, that is the system dot out dot println. Here I will give a message like sum of array elements is, I will write plus sum. Okay, so now what I do is, I will copy this particular statement 2 times. Here I will write product of array elements is prod, and then here I will write average of array elements is, you can say avg here. So what we did is, we first read the array elements, we calculated the sum and product here, and then we calculated the average of that particular array elements, and then we have displayed the 3 messages here, that is sum of array elements, product of array elements, and average of array elements in this case. So this is the simple program with which we will be able to find the sum, product, and average of array elements in this case. So we will do one thing, we will try to execute and see what will be the output. So I will compile and try to execute this particular thing. It will ask you to enter the number of array elements. I will enter 5 here, and then enter the array elements. Enter the first element. So I will enter the first element as 10, second element as 20, third element as 30, fourth element as 40, and fifth element as 50 here. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50, which is equivalent to 150 here, and the product of all those elements is this is a big number what we got, and average is equivalent to 150 divided by 5, that is equivalent to 30 here. So the program is working perfectly fine in this case. So in this video I have discussed how can we create a single dimensional array, how can you read the number of elements in that particular array, how can you instantiate that particular array, how to read the array elements, how to find the sum, product and average, and finally display those particular messages. I hope the program is clear. If you have any other questions or programs, you can put those particular questions in the comment box. I will try to answer those questions at the earliest. If you like the video, do like and share with your friends. Press the subscribe button for more videos. Press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you for watching.